In this video, we will talk about psychotypes. Considering a person's character traits, we can identify certain psychotypes. Each psychotype is based on a predominant basic emotion. This psychotypology is based on the works of two American authors, Robert Platchik and Jack Panksepp. Therefore, when describing a psychotype, each time we will start with a basic emotion. The emotion is anger, psychotype epileptoid.
A person who is used to solving all his problems and communicating with the world using anger. With the help of anger, achieve what is necessary and destroy everything that interferes with him and everything that even theoretically threatens his important values and criteria. The epileptoid strategy is to seize space, seize territory, and establish its control there. Control is established through the implementation of its laws and rules. Everyone must be guided by its laws and rules. Hierarchy, submission, subordination. This is about the epileptoid. Instructions for use of the epileptoid. Point 1. Never be in the crosshairs of an epileptoid. An epileptoid will kill you, even if you are also an epileptoid. Well, there you will fight. There are no winners in a battle between two epileptoids. Everyone leaves with losses. Therefore, you need to leave the site, and ideally aim it at something else. For example, any epileptoid surrounded by a goal, there are scoundrels. Someone is pissing them off. You talk to them and ask, or just hear who they are angry at. And you need to metaphorically sit next to him and also feel anger at his target. You must sit next to him and hit the same target as him, and you will become his friend and ally. Under no circumstances should you encroach on its territory or violate its laws. This is how we become his friend. And then his weakness is that he puts everything on shelves. Therefore, use pseudologics, blatant truth. Start simply talking nonsense, overloading representative systems. Epileptoids have the most rigid and slow psyche, the slowest consciousness. And so that he has order, so that he is effective, he puts everything on shelves. Bring chaos. Schizophrenic patterns are the first to destroy the logic of epileptoids. The schizophrenic pattern is that on a very important topic for the interlocutor I give two messages that contradict each other, or I bring confusion into a person's consciousness. For example, the schizophrenic patterned metaphor, reality. I start talking in a metaphor, and as soon as a person moves into my metaphor, I begin to perceive the words as they are, literally. So, I bring chaos. Or the schizophrenic pattern, then there. I'm starting to mix up the times. All things that bring chaos and confusion really kill the epileptoid. They start to get nervous. If the life of an epileptoid is turned into chaos, he will start killing everyone. From a warrior he will become a killer. Let's summarize. The values of an epileptoid are order, power, control, rules, predictability. His instrument is anger. To become his friend, you need to be angry with him at his goals, help him choose another goal and be angry. His weak point is logic. You can kill him through killing logic, through chaos and misunderstanding. He will get sick. If he is not on his territory and he cannot do anything, he is powerless.
The emotion is contempt, psychotype paranoid.
The paranoid strategy. I set huge goals where I am in charge. I am the arbiter of destinies. If someone gets between me and my goals, that's their problem. I will prove to everyone that I am the most important, the coolest here. How to join? It is necessary, firstly, to make his goal your goal. What are you doing? What are you building? I will help you achieve your goal. Secondly, state that I accept your hierarchy. I accept that you are in charge and I am your servant. Dude, how can I help you? I have the tools, I have the connections, I have the money. What are your projects? I'm building funds. Funds? Cool. This is such a thing. I just wanted to find funds to invest. I believe that through funds we can develop the economy. If you want, I will work for you and bring a team. And they will solve all your problems. 2 points. If I do not serve his purpose, the paranoid will remove me. If I start to compare who is cooler, the paranoid will remove me. Oh, how to destroy it? Well, destroyed result. Combat NLP technique. It is necessary to disassemble his goals into components and discredit them. For example, the goal, I want to sit on the Federation Council and make laws. What exactly do you want there? So, you don't want to do anything. Call a spade a spade. I don't want to do anything. Do you want a title? What should I call you? So, set up a status on a social network. Do you want someone to call you that? Who's everyone? Homeless. I'll talk to them. For $100 they will tell you, you are our goddess. It is necessary to divide the goal into pieces and discredit everything, because together his goal cannot be moved. And when you take it apart into pieces, it's easier to examine each piece under a magnifying glass. Well destroyed result. If you want to kill another person's goal, start dividing it. Why do you want this? How do you want it? What exactly do you want? As soon as your rapport is broken, we stop killing him, we return to point 1, we restore the connection. Point 1 is a must. Here you are his best friend, you are his family member, you praise him, help him achieve his goal. Because, if he realizes that you are destroying his goal, you will be finished. Paranoid without a goal in a vacuum. This is a person whose whole life is centered around a goal. There is not a family, but a team, not a dog, but a courier. It's all in. If a person really has everyone busy, family members, everything works for him, most likely he is paranoid. And the goals are great, ones that even go beyond his life. Like Elon Musk is a man who sets goals larger than his life. That is, his goals will definitely work when he is gone.
The emotion is calmness, psychotype emotive.
Human values are harmony, relationships, family in a broader sense, warm close relationships, care. Harmony is important, so that everything is harmonious, there are no scandals. If the epileptoid is ready to solve his problems with the help of anger, then the emotive is ready to build relationships so that everything is calm. Businessmen are of the epileptoid type and businessmen are of the emotive type. The epileptoid is the conqueror, with fire and sword, and the emotive is the owner, the business manager. They have different goals and different values. If with an epileptoid we look for common enemies and destroy them through logic, then with an emotive we communicate, establishing closer relationships. We fish together, relax together, together. Harmonious relationships are the values. It's about becoming a friend. How to kill him. We are destroying harmony. You have no control over anything, danger is everywhere, you can't relax. We can say, do you trust your entire team? Do you trust all your employees? We destroy his harmony, his relationships. We drive wedges between him and his people.
The emotion is joy, psychotype hysteroid.
Hysteroid strategy. I will receive energy, and positive feedback, and pleasure, and joy through self-presentation. I will prove to everyone how cool I am. I will make such an impression that everyone will clap their hands and say, how wonderful you are. We all love you. How to buy this person, join him, become his friend. Saying that he is exceptional, wonderful, simply the best. Compliments and flattery are accepted, even if he knows that it is flattery. You are simply the best woman I have ever seen. This is the first time I have met such a woman. How to destroy. Saying, you are a gray mass. Like everyone else, you are all the same. It's as if you were made by the same printing press.
The emotion is sadness, psychotype hypothym.
The strategy is, everything is bad. The strategy is to receive attention and communicate with this world, to achieve something from this world, positioning oneself as a victim of circumstances. These are people who really choose only the bad from everything that is around, to prove that everything is very bad. Through this they make themselves exceptional. I am worthy of attention because exceptional circumstances happen to me. I'm not like that, life is like that. I'm not successful because I was unlucky with connections. I don't have money because my neighbors didn't like me as a child. And he has excuses for everything, and he has a reason for everything. These people are very useful in executive positions. Cogs. Place hypothyms in all instrumental and performing positions and you will simply have a clockwork mechanism. They are not rushing anywhere, there are no ambitions there. Love him, pet him, yes, everything is very bad. I understand you, we live in such a moronic country. Oh, so you turn it on. That is, there is not even point 2 here. You are simply confirming to him that everything is bad. You confirm his picture of the world, and he is yours. You allow him to grieve, and he is yours. Accounting, all the paperwork, all the routine. From 9 to 18, the hypothyms will check the numbers, balance the balances until they are equal. Workaholics, performers. Take them, they are all in great demand. They are very necessary. They are really very necessary. Without them it would be very bad. They will do whatever you tell them for little money. You just allow them to be sad. Let the person play in his performance, that's all.
The emotion is fear, psychotype anxious.
Strategy, risk management. To prevent anything bad from happening, I will keep an eye on everyone, I will assess all the risks, I am constantly on the lookout. They are neurotics. They are always so tense, analyzing everything, suspecting everything. They have the belief in their heads that there are a lot of risks around. It is impossible to relax. If epileptoids kill everyone, then anxious ones will not find themselves in situations where they need to kill someone. They will consider the maximum risk and prepare. They don't know how to rest. They don't know how to maintain order. They are often nervous and exhausted. The method of joining is joint risk management. That is, you proceed from their values and begin to engage in risk management together with them and say, "It's great that we have a person like you. We would already be beggars or sitting somewhere." That is, you accept their values and say that they are very necessary. Do you need to destroy them? Like the sad ones, they should not be destroyed. They must be used. You can drive the sad ones into even greater sadness, so that they go into chemical depression forever. So, neurotics can be further deepened, if you need to deepen them in their fears. That is, to say that everything is much worse, there are much more risks. But it's not clear why. And so, they, like the hypothyms, are very good employees and performers. They are good risk managers. For example, hysteroids don't care. They will never sit down to balance in their lives. They will not even look into tomorrow, let alone a year ahead. No one, except the hypothyms and anxious, will engage in painstaking activities. No one will engage in risk management, except the anxious. No one will take over the routine, except the hypothyms.
The emotion is surprise or play, psychotype hyperthym.
The strategy is to gain pleasure and joy through contacts. They look like a hysteroid. But if the hysteroid gets pleasure through shocking behavior, then hyperthym, simply, through communication with different people. They are brilliant networkers. They can be launched into a country or a company, and in a week he will know everything about everyone. And he will have time to drink with everyone, and he will have sex with some, and he will immediately have the maximum contact with you, that you will allow him. To kill him, you need to put him on a routine. If you fix him, he will die like a shark. Fixed hyperthym will go crazy. He won't do anything, really. Therefore, the same question is here. Is it necessary to kill him? You just need to understand that he will not do any performing work. Agreements with hyperthym are meaningless. He will even sign an agreement with you, but there is no chance that he will fulfill it. He will only hang out. Parties. Therefore, it is worth hiring them for networking. For example, hired and you say, "You will be our sales representative. You will be our representative, in principle. We will hang a lapel pin on you. Go ahead." In a week, everyone should know about our company, because it is very difficult for a hyperthym to get a stable job, so that he can work in one place. Because he gets a job somewhere, and they tell him to fill out signs, and he says, "Shoot me," and quits. And then you say, "Dear, look, here's a sad one for you." You're dumping the whole routine on the sad one, but you have to blow up all the conferences and I'll pay you for it. Deal? Deal. That is, we recruit these according to their strategy. We let them live the way they want.
You can say lack of emotion or the emotion interest, psychotype schizoid.
This is an unemotional person, full in schemes. A schizoid, with whom communication has been established, begins to show an emotion of interest on his face. He knows a lot, he reads a lot, he understands a lot. Try to touch on some fundamental topic, he will quote famous people by heart. These are people who are disillusioned with the world. They were unable to manipulate him and created a different world in their heads. Mine. With UFOs, with reptilians, a secret government, all this. All great scientific discoveries, all great artistic discoveries, all great artists, they are all schizoid. That is, schizoids are science, deep, fundamental science and art, great art. Everyone, whose paintings hang somewhere, are schizoid. All Nobel laureates are schizoid. What is the trick of a schizoid? They do not have a totalitarian system in mind, but democracy and parliament. When you talk to a schizoid, not one person is talking to you, but several envoys. Therefore, there is no connection. Therefore, if you play pseudo-logic and blatant truth with them, you yourself will go crazy. You think that you are talking to one person, but many subpersonalities are talking to you. Schizoids are people who need to be recruited into your company and let them do their thing. Especially if you need programmers. You can't work as a programmer if you're not schizoid, because the programmer keeps all these schemes in his head. Do you want to buy a programmer? Do you want to buy a schizoid? Start talking to him without emotions and drawing diagrams and arrows. And emotionless. No need for shocking.
There are no pure psychotypes. As a rule, one or two basic emotions are clearly expressed in each person, due to which a person begins to use the same patterns of behavior in different situations. The rest are mixed in different proportions. The more psychotypes are present in the person's personality, the more psychologically stable and resistant to change it can be. Make good use of information and remember, mindfulness is the true path.